Hello beautiful people. So in today's video we'll be doing the other YouTube suggestion. So recently I made a post on my YouTube asking you guys to tell me which videos you'd like me to create, and so I got different video suggestions. And so today what we'll be doing is talking about something that someone asked me, which is it worth doing nursing in Kenya? Like I'd say it's worth studying, but when it comes to working, if you're not working in these big hospitals, then I am sorry, and I'll tell you why. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lesodor, and on this channel I talk about nursing. I do lifestyle vlogs, and I give tips on different things here and there. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you consider subscribing. And so if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss such kind of posts. And if you did not get the chance to give me a video suggestion, it's still not late, because you can leave it down in the comment section, or you can DM me whichever thing you'd like me to talk about. So let's just get into the video. So first thing I'll be talking about is nursing school. I'll talk about nursing school by itself, and then I'll talk about nursing, working as a nurse in Kenya, so that you can get the difference. So when it comes to nursing school, mostly I'll be referring to Kmtc, because it's so easier to talk about where you've been. Like, it's so easy to describe where you've been than where you have not experienced anything at all. So mostly I'll be referring to Kmtc. So you find that even most countries like the UK, they usually like nurses from Kenya, and they usually say, this is not something that I've experienced, but something that I've heard from other nurses, that they usually say the training here is so good and the nurses are so skilled, so they usually like nurses from Kenya, and so that means the training is good. So nursing school in Kenya was stressful, like any other nursing school, like everywhere else, usually stressful. But then with Kmtc, it was not only stressful, like it was so intense, like one overdo. Even like for classes, they were so intense. Like you go to classes from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. That means you cannot do any other thing, because 6 p.m. that means you'll only like buy dinner and sleep. Like that's the only thing you can do. Take dinner, sleep. When it comes to clinicals were also so intense. Why? Because they usually want you to learn. Like they want you to learn. I think I want to say they want you to learn by force, because you'd get to points whereby you're on your night shift. The nurse says you are second year students, you know what you're doing, so she'll leave you there to work. She'll go to sleep. She'll even go home. Yeah, those are things that usually, like, they're normal for us. Yeah, so you get to work. It's so intense. And then when they usually see students for clinicals, they want you to do everything. If you do everything, when I say everything, that means everything. Even those other casual workers, you will also do their work. Me, I'm telling you, usually, hey guy, when I was there's a time when I was starting attachment, you get in the morning at 7:30. So you get there at 7:30. You first make patients' beds, you change the beddings. If they're on diapers, you change the diapers. If they need bed baths, you give the bed baths. You do all that. When it's time for medication, you help the nurse giving the medications, and then you write the cardex, you chart everything that you've done. After that, you go to the store, you order, you yourself go to the store, pick those items. There's this day one of our lecturers found us carrying these carton boxes on our heads when we were carrying the supplies that we got from the store. Man, that guy was about to kill us. Like, why are you doing that? Like, that's not your job. That's not your job as a nurse. That's not your job. That's not what you've gone there to do. You've gone there to learn. So these nurses and these casual, they usually take advantage of that. And at times, you'll even do more than that, especially if they see you are you want to work, you've come to work, you'll do more than that. So that was the bad side for me, like the way they usually just want you to do everything. It's so intense. The other thing for nursing school is exams. When it comes to exams, let me not say they're hard, let me say it's fair, because most of the things that are set in the exams are things that are in your books. So if you are ready to go and study, if you're ready to go and put all your energy to go into that work, you're going to do well in exams. For us, the pass mark used to be 50. If you don't get that 50, you repeat again. If you don't get that 50, you repeat again. I don't know, like, it was how many times you haven't gotten the pass mark, like they'll take you 6 months back. But yeah, that is what usually happens. And then apart from the normal exams, the other assessment, for the assessments, like the time you're in the hospital, the one I told you about going for clinicals, don't take your entire time just going to the store, washing cups. Nurses are sending you to go and buy bread. Your work is to go and buy bread. You go and buy chapati. You just come and drink. When assessments come, they'll get you off guard. Off guard. When you're in a night shift, oh, you're just there. You're doing all the work. You're doing all. Find time to learn. Go for the ward rounds. Know what kind of diseases are in your ward, in that ward, and how they're being managed and how the ward is being managed. Like, go there to learn, because assessments will catch you off guard. Yeah, they're going to ask you the exact things that are happening there for you to realize you have no idea, because you've been working, you've not been learning. You went there to work. So yeah, for the assessments, they're so intense. Like, that is the, I think for me, for all the exams I've done, assessments are the worst, because it's so intense. Because you and the lecturer, you're standing in front of the patient and they're asking you questions. Like, that is my nightmare. Like, I usually don't like embarrassments. And these lecturers, they give you like, they'll embarrass you. They'll embarrass you well. Hey, what? Me, there's this lecturer. This time I was being assessed for nursing care. I think it was nursing care of a patient. I think it was the first assessment, if I'm not wrong. And then this lecturer asks me, what work does your patient do? I'm like, this is a pediatric ward. I know, yes, I'm supposed to like know what work the mother does, if in any way it can affect the child, yes. But me, my mind was like, I'm dealing with the baby. I just need to know mere things about no, it wasn't even what work does the mother do, because I knew what work the mother was doing. The mother was a teacher, and what she was asking is, which school does she teaches? Like, which school? I'm like, how does that even concern me? Like, the baby is the patient. Yes, I know the mother is a teacher, but I think that's all I'm supposed to be. Yes, she was divorced or something like that. So that lecturer really scared the shit out of me. She was like, what do you mean you don't know which school she teaches in? I'm like, I only asked her, like, what work does she do? No, you're supposed to ask which school she teaches in. You don't know how that can affect the baby. You know, at times, some kinds of school, I don't know. Now she started siasa mingi. I don't know, some kinds of school usually give parents a lot of pressure. They don't have time to take care of the babies. I'm like, what the heck? After that, she asked me the other thing, is she married? I said no. And I stopped at that, because you don't have to get into people's issue, like deep down into people's issue. You make people uncomfortable. Now she started shouting, you even don't know why the parents are not together anymore. Imagine she's shouting and other patients are listening, and maybe some of these patients maybe are even neighbors. Oh my god, so embarrassing, like full of embarrassment. And then there's this other classmate, like one of our classmates, she came in late, and you know, like when you come to the hospital you have to walk long distances, so alikuwa natuvubikwa kiatu and the hair was not combed. I'm telling you, that lecturer cancelled the assessment. She cancelled it. Like, I'm not assessing you. Your hair is not done. Your shoes are not done. I'm not assessing you. Like, it's just full of embarrassments and full of, oh my god. At times we used to cry on these assessments. Like, assessments was my worst part of nursing school. But anyways, I'm not going to talk so much about nursing school, because I have so many videos about nursing school. So if maybe there's something you're interested on, you can tell me, and I can link you to that video. Or if something that I haven't talked about, I can create that video about. But then for nursing school, yeah, it was so intense. But then you really learn a lot. You really get to learn a lot. Like, you can work anywhere. Like, I'm really sure for the training, nursing training in Kenya, you can work in any country confidently. You are so skilled. That one I'm sure of. Now, when it comes to working as a nurse, let me say it gets better when you have good pay. Because when you're starting out, like for most of us, when we're starting out, usually start out with like salary of like 15,000, 20,000. Not everybody, because the people who get good jobs, maybe through connection, maybe through good luck, they get good jobs and they start from 50,000, 60,000, yeah. But then for most people, because for most people you like start by looking for these jobs by your own. Most of us start from 15, 20,000. This is because we work for like the small private clinics. I find that most of the times those people who hire you, they take advantage. Like when you're starting out, people are really gonna take advantage of you. You'll work from 6 to 6. You'll do everything in that place, only to be paid 15,000 Kenyan shillings by the end of the month. 15,000 ain't even your rent. Like nowadays, it's so hard that if someone is paying you 15,000 and you're staying in Nairobi, you have to eat. You have like other people who are depending on you. Like 50,000 ain't a thing. Even if you are living with someone else, 15,000 ain't a thing. So during the first times that you'll be working, people will take advantage of you. That one, you'll see people are going to take advantage. The first time I started working, I made a video about this. I quit my job 4 days later after working. Because I don't know if I can say this, but me I don't take nonsense. I just don't entertain nonsense. You work 6 to 6. You do everything. You're clerking patients, you're working in the maternity. You know what these people are telling me? That I'm going to volunteer for a couple of months until they're confident in me that I'm able to do that job. That is when they're going to start paying me. I'm not even sure when they're going to pay me. And I'm not working as a volunteer. I'm doing the entire job. The job that every other nurse in that place is doing, I'm doing it. 6 to 6. You're working yourself out. You're working night shifts. I remember that day I worked 2 day shifts, 2 night shifts. On that other night shift, it was raining. 2 women gave birth. People were sick. We had like, because it's just in the ghetto, like I think that time we had something with, I don't know if it was elections, I can't remember, but people are kind of fighting. All the kind of injuries are coming there. You are dressing really weird things. Oh my god, unashona vidonda kushona. On that night shift, when I just sat down like this, I asked myself, why am I doing this for free? Like, have I really gotten to this place where I have to work this much for free, only for someone to give me this job some months later and pay me 20,000 Kenyan shillings per month? The next day, I did not go to that job. The next day, when they called me, I was like, I go somewhere else. And I was so angry, like, don't even call me. Like, I go somewhere else and that's it. Like, I was so I was so done. Like, oh my god, I was so done. So all the new grads, people are going to take advantage of you. I have friends, people are really taking advantage of these new graduates. You're working there, they make you work so hard and they pay you so little. And you know why they were so confident to like let me go? Because they'll find someone else. There's someone else who has graduated, who is going to take that job, who is going to volunteer there for 6 months without being paid anything. My problem is, you're volunteering for all those months, you're done with school, you are licensed, you are a licensed nurse. I'm even getting that right. You have your license, you are like, you've gone through training, Kmtc, you've gone through all those years, 4 years in Kmtc, you've been working in those hospitals, like you have the entire experience. And then someone's telling you I have, oh my goodness. Like nowadays, people, oh my head. When I was like, me, I'm not gonna take that. Like, you're not going to take advantage of me. Till today, like me, even when I'm applying for jobs, in my CV, hey, I'm so detailed, like I'm experienced, yeah? So you're going to have to take me like someone who's experienced, because I'm going to do my job so well. And I believe in myself that I do my job. Like me personally, I'm so sure that I do my job so well. So like I deserve you. Like at least the least you can do for me is just pay me and pay me good. So after that, I've never like worked anywhere full-time again. Like most of the times I usually take in the locum jobs, not because I did not want to work anywhere else, but also because I've never gotten anywhere else. At times, like, you get these job applications and you apply, no one is responding, you don't get any feedback, you don't even get a feedback for an interview. Like, I don't know if they usually place these advertisements just to show that they've advertised for that job, but they already have connected other people to that job. So yeah, in Kenya, it's just so funny. You can be applying for a job that the person who is to do that job, like, they already found the person for that job like 6 months ago, but now they're placing that advertisement so that they can publicly see that they announced for that job. When I went to Kenyatta like a year ago, yeah, they told me, not right now, we are not taking nurses, we are even trying to fire the nurses we hired during COVID. And they told me, you'll wait when we place advertisements on on their website, you can apply. I have applied. Wapi, no chances. For some of them, they usually say we want 5 years experience and all that. I'm like, so should I just sit here and wait till I get to 5 years so that I can try applying on this stuff? So in Kenya, at times it's so hard, and at times it's so hard to get a job, and when you get it, it's a really frustrating one. Yeah, me, I usually say, if you get a chance to work in some country abroad, my sister, my brother, run and go and work in those other countries. Go work, save up some money, come and start some business in the country, because the medical career in this country, oh my goodness, terrible. If you're so lucky, not all hospitals are terrible, my dear. There are people who really love their nursing jobs here in Kenya. They'll tell you about their jobs and you'll be like, are we in the same country? The people who are really being paid good money here in Kenya, the people are really being paid good money, and their jobs are like, I think there are some hospitals, very private hospitals, who've placed like their jobs, like the job surroundings are like those in countries abroad, so the working environment is so nice. But my sister, before you get that job, I don't know how many connections you'll have gone through, but it's so hard. I'd say nursing in Kenya is great if you are someone who likes working hard. If you like hard work, nursing in Kenya is for you. But if you don't like stress, run away. Run away from it, because you're going to experience a lot of stress. And I don't know, most of them are just like, the time you're in school, like when you look at those nurses, they're just so stressed. Like, you can just see someone, like the way they look, and you just see like this person is just full of stress. They're just so stressed. There's this meme that people usually say about nurses, that when they're in school they're so beautiful, and when they get to the working place, we don't see those beautiful nurses. They are there. It's only that they've gone through a lot of stress until they don't even look their age anymore. It's so stressful. So it's worth it, but I think it's high time we as Kenyan nurses look for other alternative career options. That if you don't get a job, or if you don't get if your job is not as satisfying as you expected it to be, there's something else you can do. I think it's high time we start doing that. But all in all, I can say it's worth it if you're ready to work hard. Yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.